Yo, what's good, y'all? It's time for another one of those puff minutes.
Yes, sir.
Come join us, see what's going on, see what's good. Keep my glasses on, man. It's been a minute, boy, since we've been in the lab, bro.
Man, a minute, man. We had to link up, though.
Yeah, no
Another
doubt.
football Sunday.
Football Sunday,
And
man.
you was in Dallas last week, man. Had to see that heartbreaking loss.
You had to bring that up first,
Heartbreaking
right?
loss.
You had to bring that up first, right? Let's start with
Hey, I was pulling for him, man. I had the Giants on. I had money on the Giants.
Yo, man.
I had money on the
But being a
Giants.
true Giant
Yeah.
fan, you know what I'm saying? I'm always going to represent. This is what we do. You know, it is what it is, man. When you're a Giant fan, you learn that win, lose, or draw, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're still true blue, right? So, unlike some of those other fair weather fans out there,
Yeah.
I ain't going to call them Dallas, but, you know, a lot of people, when they win and they good, when they lose, they disappear, they don't answer their phones, you know, all that kind of stuff. But it sucks, man, because like my boy said last week, it's like every time when I go to Dallas, this is the result.
Yeah.
So maybe it is me. All right, maybe it is me. Maybe I need
Don't
to stay
go to the opener anymore.
I need to stay my behind out of Dallas, you know, or whatever, man. Just chill, man. So it is what it is, dog. But we had a good time. Me and the homeboy Jeff, man, Nuke down there, and we had a good time, man. It's kind of what we do.
So y'all saw a Puff a minute down there.
Oh yeah,
He was down there repping hard.
Yeah. They let me have it though, Jay.
Did they?
That walk through the parking lot, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, they let me have it, cause y'all can see I be talking, right? I be having my phone while I'm down there. So it is what it is, man. You know, I had a good time though. I'm gonna mute that set, man, because you know we watching the games and everything right now on the TV. So it is what it is. But yeah, bro. So how was your week, man? What you get into?
Nah, not too much, man. Same old, same old. It's been cool, man. Trying to live this Puff life and chilling. You know what I mean?
I like that.
What you call it, the little Duval?
Living
my best life.
Living the best life. We live in that Puff life. Can't go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? We live in the Puff life. It is what it is. Hey, man, speaking of the Puff life, let's talk about these sticks a little bit.
Yeah, what you smoking, bro?
So this is crazy, man. This is, you know, something that somebody kind of traded. Somebody got into my travel pack and said, Mick, man, let me get one of these. I'm like, okay, what you gonna give me?
Yeah.
You can't, you know, same time, man, same time, right? So he handed me this smoke, man. I feel like he might have got me a little bit, but I had never seen it before. I ain't trying to cut on. I had never seen it before, so I'm like, okay, let me try it.
Yeah.
It's called the Chevetta. Y'all see that there? This is a Chevetta Habano Toro. So I had never heard of it, so I had to do a little research on it.
Right.
You come to find out that your boy Mark Just, who used to be over at Tower Cigars, I don't know if he still owns that or not, but over at Tower Cigars, he bought a cigar company down and built a new manufacturing plant down in the Dominican Republic back in 2011. And this is what they had come out with. It's called the Chevetta. It's a boutique cigar, you know, and it's produced by Flores and Rodriguez. You know, so again, I'm trying it out right now. I'm gonna be honest with you, it was a little rocky going into it, but now that I've gotten into it, man, I'm probably about a quarter of the way into it. It's really smoothed out. It's really mellowed out, man. I like it. It's got a Brazilian Bahia wrapper, you know what I'm saying? Then it's a mixture of Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers on that, you know what I'm saying? So, but still, man, right now, man, in the beginning, I'll be honest with you, it was like culture shock. It was like, whoa, right? But now it's really mellowed out, man. It got a little bit of little coffee flavors in there, man, and stuff like that. But it's pretty nice, man. I'm enjoying it. You know, Habano Toro by Chevetta.
Yeah.
What you want?
I'm on a classic, bro. I'm on a classic. I got this little nub. Y'all know about the nub. It's a classic brand.
Love the nub, man.
Habano.
Dabadal.
Yeah, exactly. Another Dabadal brand. One of the things I did learn about the nub, though, is this actually comes in a standard size as well.
Word.
So this is the shorter size, right? But they have the standard as well.
That's all I've ever seen, man, was that size.
Yeah. You know, one of my spots I get a lot of my stuff, Cigar International.
True.
You go to Cigar International, check them out. They got standard sizes. Okay. I was like, okay, next time I buy my pack, I'm going to have to get some of the standards.
True.
But you definitely got to be smoking when you got time to chill out, relax. This is a large gauge cigar. So you don't want to be in that situation where, you ain't got time to smoke. It could take you a couple hours. It takes me about an hour to smoke a little joint.
Word.
So yeah, you got to make sure you're chilling. Oh, and I'm using that punch cut.
Okay.
Yeah, something we don't talk about enough, man, is what cuts we use, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So usually when I have a larger gauge cigar, I like to go with the punch.
True. Yeah.
Make sure you get a nice little deep cut in it with the punch.
Right.
It usually gives you a good draw. You get a good flavor from the cigar.
Nice.
I see you got the straight cut.
Yeah, I went with the standard straight cut today, man. But like you, I really enjoy a good punch as well, man. It depends on the stick, man. Like you said, the gauge. Sometimes I'll V cut it. You know, sometimes I'll straight cut it. And a lot of times I'll punch, but then once I get about 2/3 of the way into the stick, then I'll go ahead and cut it with a straight cut at the end, man. Because sometimes you can get a lot of bitterness around that punch hole, you know what I'm saying, if you don't, clean up, because you get a lot of the tar and stuff like that that kind of builds up around the little punch. You know, so sometimes I'll start with a punch and then go to a straight cut. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's a matter of preference, man. You do what makes you feel good, makes you happy, and flow from there. So, okay. One of the things I learned while I was in Dallas last week, because that was the first time that we actually, shot for IG, right? And we tried to go up on IGTV. Actually, we did eventually get up on IGTV. Was that IGTV was limited to 10 minutes. Right? So for those of you who are following us on IGTV, you're going to get the first 10 minutes here. You know what I'm saying? If you want the full episode, feel free to join us on YouTube, because we'll get it up there directly after. All right? So, I just want to get that out now before we get to 9 minutes and 59 seconds.
Exactly. Good point. So our real followers that's on YouTube, liking us, clicking the bell link to get the notifications, make sure you get the full episode on YouTube. But hey, our IG fans and our IG lovers, we appreciate y'all too. Just make sure y'all convert over to the YouTube. Hey, we on that Woodford today?
Yeah, we didn't talk about what we pairing with.
We on that Kentucky Derby.
Got the Kentucky Derby bottle right here.
I need my powder blue jacket on.
You know what I'm saying? Got the Kentucky Derby limited edition bottle. But that's what we're rolling with right now. All right? So what's good in the world, man? Tell me what you think about this whole Kavanaugh thing, bro.
So I've heard some interesting commentary. They have a young lady that came forward and said, she was sexually assaulted by him, and he needs to answer for that. And the point that a lot of commentators are trying to make is that not necessarily that he needs to be prosecuted and whatnot for the sexual assault, but if you've been in a situation like this, can we trust you with a lifetime appointment on the Supreme Court? So that, and I agree with that. I'm like, okay, if you have this situation, even when you go to give speeches or speak in front of a crowd, you have to be vetted, right? So this is a situation where we're going through a vetting process, not necessarily. We're going to prosecute him and all this stuff. I will say this, though. I was like, it's funny, like Dave Chappelle said, we got one guy became president, one guy went to prison.
True that.
So,
you're right.
We can look at it that way as well. But at the same time, they said, I'm not necessarily going down that train, but definitely saying we need to make sure we're doing the proper vetting process. Hold up, chill out, bro.
Come on, man. We live, bro. We on the air, man. Cut that out. So he chasing the light from your watch. So, so I agree with you, man. So I think her name is Christine Blasey Ford, something like that, right? So she comes out with these accusations. And again, at the end of the day, man, you got to ask yourself, man, because I feel like here in the United States right now, man, that we have fallen so far from a standard when it comes to our representatives, in office. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we just accept anybody at this point. When you talk about a lifetime appointment, man, I'm like, if he's, and I'm not saying I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent, but the question is, if he was guilty, if he had this type of a moral flaw in his character, is that somebody you want to appoint to a lifetime position? You know what I'm saying? So, and that's really what it comes down to. Whether or not it's true or not, I think she's agreed to testify in front of the Senate committee on Monday. I know that he was having some struggles even when they were trying to prep him for it, right? Recent reports said that he was very defensive, even with his own team that was trying to prep him for the tough questions, saying, I'm not going to answer that. That's personal. That's personal. Bruh, when you're going into public office, man, your life is an open book at this point. You know what I'm saying? So you can't sit there and say, I refuse to answer that because it's personal. So these are things that should be considered. All right, right, wrong, or otherwise, man. It should be considered. And maybe he's not the right person for the job or what have you, but we'll see. 20-9 on those New York Giants right now, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody stop watching. Dang, okay, let's make that 20 plus. I mean, let's make that 9 plus because Houston just scored. But yeah, so that's what's going on with that, y'all. All right, we about to close out on this one. 10 minutes. Right,
getting close. We
getting close to 10 minutes. So IG, continue to follow us. All right, follow your boys at Puff a Minute on everything. Right, remember we are not just blowing smoke. All right, peace, and we'll holler at y'all later, man. That's going to be out in about 5 minutes, so we're going to kill that one right now. Stand by, y'all. Boom.